What's going on, Wing Chun community? Sifu Tommy here together with Sifu Thomas today. And today we are going to talk about one of the most misunderstood techniques in the Wing Chun system, the technique of Gamsao, the downward pressing hand. First of all, when applying a Gamsao, you want to make sure that you do not have the palm of your hand or the fingers in front of your center, but you want to make sure that you slightly shift it off. This is the part that's powerful, this is the part that's strong, and if you apply a Gamsao here with the hand, with the fingers, this will likely end in a broken wrist. So when you take a look at the movement that we do in the Chamkyu form, then I see a lot of people who perform the Gamsao here. Now, when you look at the application, Thomas, if you would come here and give me a knee strike to my groin, please, slowly. And if I would apply the Gamsao here, then this would break my fingers. Extremely powerful knee, so using the Gamsao like this is not a very good idea. What you want to do instead is you want to push yourself off his knee. Thank you. So you perform the Gamsao downward and then you actually shift yourself off so that when you perform it, you don't have it right in front of the groin, but you have it here. The big disadvantage of Gamsao is that it can mostly only be used as an emergency technique. Why? Because it is visual. It requires a visual impulse so that you can use it. Let's say you're facing an opponent and the opponent hits you to the abdomen. Then it's going to be very, very difficult for you to see that this is what he's actually doing, especially if you have somebody who's a fast puncher, well, you don't know if he's going to go up or down, and it's going to be very, very difficult. I would always choose, if he hits me to the tummy, I would always choose this option. Regardless of what's going on down here, I would always choose hitting him to the throat, eye gouging him, or, to be even safer, just giving him a kick to the groin for that matter. This will give you more safety. However, there are situations where you can use the Gamsao more effectively, more safely, and where you do not require a visual impulse. One idea would be that I use the Gamsao as a freeing technique. For example, here I would use it as a defending technique in order to get rid of his arm. If he should punch now with the other arm, then I can use it a little bit higher in order to prevent him from hitting me with the other arm. So let's take a look at this application a couple of times. Now, before I hear the naysayers say, well, this guy's coming in with a roundhouse punch, there's no way that you would grab him. Well, it's not that I'm trying to get his hand. Of course, this is impossible. But what I do is the second I free myself and he lunges now to go to his shoulder and to destabilize him here before he can use momentum in order to knock me out. So this is one of them. Now, if he grabs me with the other hand, or with both hands for that matter, you can do the same thing. What's important here is you bring your elbow and you don't turn your wrist because it's extremely strong. I can't, so I have to bring my wrist in, and then the Gamsao is very, very good for this. You can use yet another Gamsao now, and then you can use it even to strike him to the ear. Let's take a look at that. Another option would be that he twists my arms, and now I can use Gamsao to get rid of this arm before I hit him to the throat. One more time. He is telling my body to turn. And if you want to have a proper instruction in this video, just go back a little bit in this YouTube channel. We have this kind of technique there as well. So I turn, and now it really depends on the height of his elbow. When the elbow is extremely high, I use Gamsao after freeing myself here by hitting into the groin. Or, since I'm probably not going to be able to hurt him a lot, push myself off him and then being able to kick or do other things. Or, if his elbow should be relatively low in my back, I can use Gamsao here to get rid of his arm. So let's take a look at that. Now, when applying the Gamsao, you don't always have to think with your palm. When he hits me low, this would be just as well a Gamsao when he hit me to the rib cage as this would be, or if he hit me down here, as this would be. Okay? So you can use the palm, or if it goes higher, you can use your elbow, or you can use even if it's even higher, you can use even the backside of your upper arm down here in order to get the arm out of the way so you can do other things afterward. Okay, so everything that presses his arm down, regardless if it is with my wrist or with my lower arm or with my elbow, is considered a gum cell. So you can make use of that as well. Even if you use the backside of your arm. What do I mean by this? Let's say he grabs me here and he chokes my throat. Watch out for the microphone so you can still hear what I'm saying. Then you can use the backside of the arm by using it this way. Now, pay attention to the right hand first. I'm going to turn it into Tan so that the opening of his fingers face the top, and then I use the gum cell as such. And then I can use the next movement of the Seonum Tau form by hitting him to the throat. Let's do that a couple of times. Okay, so before we wrap this up, let me give you one more sensitivity drill for this whole thing. It looks as follows. You get in contact with the partner's arms. Now, for the sake of exercise, you just go into the Yichikimyungma, you go into your parallel stance, and then you get in contact with the opponent's arms. Now, as he punches, you go with him, you turn your hand, and then you turn away from him. What's important here is that when he withdraws his arm, that you go with him. You always have contact here, super important. Now he punches with the other arm. Now this will cross his arms, but it will also cross my arm. So I'm going to bring this arm up so that I can receive the other arm again. So, and then we do it again. I get in contact, I buffer, give way, and then I turn. I get in contact, and then I push myself off him. Sometimes he may hit low, which is clearly a gum cell. Sometimes he may hit high, which will result in a Pak cell. And if you want to know more about Pak cells, then please go back 2 weeks. There we speak a lot about the 4 Pak cells that we have. Okie dokie, thank you very much. And if you would like to learn more about this or our complete 12 student grades, then we have the online academy, maybe something especially for now for the Corona time. Go to www.wt-online.com. There you can view all our videos. And if you should have any questions, feel free to send me a message. And well, I shall see you next week. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.